a stunning finish from Erling Haaland.
He's unbelievable.
Haaland hits the back of the net.
What if I told you that Erling Haaland's biggest weapon
What a threat he is.
isn't his strength, his speed,
His movement is so great.
or even his finishing?
Erling Haaland has it all.
What if I instead told you that it's his brain? It's crazy to think that some people still refer to Haaland as a tapping merchant. Anyone could score as many goals as he could with that Manchester City midfield there to assist him. But the reality, Haaland sees the game differently than almost any other striker. He's not just reacting, he's thinking ahead. And one of the biggest reasons why? His scanning and game intelligence. We usually associate these skills with midfielders, players like Xavi, Iniesta or De Bruyne, who constantly check their surroundings to stay one step ahead. But Haaland, he's right up there with the very best. And that's what makes him so dangerous. While defenders react, Haaland already knows what's coming next. He's not just faster or stronger, he's seeing the game in a way they can't. And that's why he keeps on scoring again and again and again. So let's break down Haaland's exceptional game intelligence and see what tips you can take on board to help improve your own game. Even as a teenager, Haaland's awareness was on another level to those players around him. While Haaland is now known for his incredible size and strength, 13-year-old Erling was built quite differently. According to his former coach, Alf Ingvar Bertsen, many believe the young striker was too slight and skinny to succeed. But this apparent disadvantage pushed Haaland to develop other strengths. Unable to rely on power, he honed in on his intelligence instead, mastering the art of movement, timing his runs to perfection, and constantly scanning the field. Scanning isn't just something you pick up overnight. It's a habit, a skill developed through years of repetition. And Haaland, he's been doing it since day one. Just look at this clip from the Under-17 European Championships. 7 scans in 7 seconds, an early demonstration of what was to come. This development continued as Haaland moved up the ranks at Molde. Just take a look at this goal. Haaland plays the ball out wide before continuing his run forward. Constant scans to find the space in between the defenders before timing his run perfectly to slide the ball home. To put Haaland's talent into perspective, the average scan rate of a Premier League forward is around 0.28. That means they scan around 2.8 times in the 10 seconds before receiving the ball. Strikers typically scan less than most other positions on the field. Their close proximity to defenders and their position at the very front of the team limits the need for frequent checks. In the few times that we've measured Haaland scanning though, he's ranged from around 0.35 to 0.5, meaning that in some games he's scanning 56% more than your average Premier League striker, and sometimes even more than a midfielder. When it comes to scanning, Haaland uses this skill in 3 distinct ways to aid his performance. The first of these is scanning for space. Inside the box, Haaland isn't just waiting, he's searching. He's constantly checking where the gaps are, where defenders are shifting, where he can position himself for an easy finish. Look at this goal against Yokohama. 5 scans before the ball even arrives. By the time he receives it, he already knows exactly where to move, where the defenders are, and where the goal is. Even for those goals that look relatively simple on first viewing, when you look closer at the details, you appreciate just how much information Haaland is able to process. While other players are instinctively drawn to the ball, Haaland's focus is all about the space. He constantly drifts away from the action, positioning himself on the opposite side of the area. By staying on the blind side of defenders, lurking in the shadows where he's out of sight, he waits for the perfect moment to strike. The second way that Haaland uses scanning to his advantage is those moments when the ball is travelling towards him. This is called the critical scan, and it's what allows him to control situations before defenders even have a chance to react. While most midfielders use the critical scan to spot a pressing opponent or to pick out their next pass, Haaland uses this skill slightly differently. For Haaland, the critical scan helps him to judge how much time and space he has before a defender is able to reach him. This information enables him to use his physique in a smart way, to protect the ball and bounce off opponents, as they reach him. As the ball comes in, Haaland glances at the defender just before making contact. He sees the pressure coming, adjusts his movement, and uses his body to shield the ball before quickly finishing. Without that quick glance, Haaland isn't able to use his body so effectively. The final way Haaland leverages scanning to his advantage is in those crucial moments before taking a shot. In those final seconds, the Norwegian repeatedly glances up to assess the goalkeeper's position, giving him the information he needs to pick his spot with precision. What foot are they putting the most weight on? Which way are they leaning? This helps him to direct his shot accordingly. Thierry Henry has previously spoken about the importance of getting your head up as a striker, not just to ensure that you're prepared to shoot, but also because of what it can do to a goalkeeper.
I call it freeze the keeper. If the ball comes and I'm running and I don't look at the keeper, he's going to creep out and be as close to me that he can be. When that ball is coming in a position where you can smash it, I used to look at the keeper always. When you do that, it stops. Then it's on you and your tactic and the repetition that you've been doing for a very long time, every day in training, to beat it.
Scanning undoubtedly gives Haaland an edge, allowing him to spot space and opportunities before most defenders even react. But his remarkable game intelligence goes beyond that, showing in several key aspects of his play. Take his movement, for example. Some label Haaland a tapping merchant because he frequently scores from such close range. But this isn't luck. It's a result of his exceptional movement. His ability to position himself in the perfect spot is what consistently puts him in prime scoring positions. Let's take this goal against Southampton, for example. Haaland's brilliance lies in how he deceives defenders into thinking they're in control. But the moment an opportunity arises, he springs into action. Watch how he's the first to react, gaining those crucial milliseconds over his opponent. He fakes a run in one direction, forcing the defender to shift their weight. With his opponent now off balance, Haaland swiftly changes direction, creating just enough space to fire the ball into the back of the net. Pure instinct, perfect execution. A similar pattern unfolds in this next clip against Sevilla. In just 4 seconds, Haaland scans 4 times, constantly assessing his surroundings. He then drifts behind the defenders, positioning himself on their blind side, making it far tougher for them to track him. Already anticipating a shot or a potential rebound, Haaland is perfectly placed to capitalise, showcasing his exceptional movement and awareness. Haaland is an expert when it comes to manipulating space and defenders. Just look here how he casually drifts in between the lines. Both centre-backs can see him and feel as if they're in complete control of the situation, but it's all a trick from Haaland. With distance between them, Haaland is now able to turn and attack the space. With a few yards between him and the defensive line, he's able to break through at full speed and is away before the flat-footed defenders even have a chance to respond. Haaland often gets labelled as a selfish player who doesn't create much for his teammates, but that couldn't be further from the truth. While he's not the type to thread pinpoint balls through, his movement alone creates countless opportunities for others. Defenders are so fixated on stopping Haaland that they often lose track of other threats in City's attack. Take this Rodri goal, for example. Haaland spots Rodri arriving and smartly drifts away, dragging a defender with him. This clever movement opens up space for Rodri to step in, take aim, and score. It's the same again here. A quick scan from Haaland and he sees Mahrez free in the space on the right-hand side. So what does he do? He delays momentarily before making a bursting run in the opposite direction. This leads the Brighton defenders away, creating space for Mahrez to receive the ball. Haaland is an extremely intelligent player whose football IQ transcends far more than just scoring goals. His scanning, movement, and physical abilities make him one of the very best and most intelligent players in the world. But what makes Haaland's football intelligence even more remarkable is that it's not just down to natural talent, it's something he's worked on relentlessly to improve. While his size, speed, and power are impressive, it's his mind, his awareness, decision-making, and ability to think faster than anyone else that truly sets him apart. And that's not just by chance. If you're serious about improving your own game intelligence, vision, and decision-making, then that's exactly what we help with here at Be Your Best. In fact, long before Haaland became the world-class striker we all know today, he was already sharpening these skills. As a young player, Haaland was using Be Your Best to train his scanning and awareness, building those habits that now make him one of the most dangerous forwards in the world. So if you want to develop the same elite level skills to spot space faster, make smarter decisions, and get one step ahead of your opponents, head to beyourbest.com to get started today. You just need a MetaQuest VR headset, and then you can immediately start your journey towards becoming a more calm and composed player. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.